I'm Shadowhammer 321, you are the good people of YouTube, and this is a video about Nelson Mandela. In 1918, in a small village in South Africa, a young boy was born, and his name was Nelson Mandela. No one knew that he would one day grow up to win the Nobel Peace Prize and be the President of South Africa for 5 years, from 1994 to 1995, and become one of the most respected men in the world, but that is pretty much what he did, although he did not get there without some serious hard work. You see, his party, which is the African National Party, used to have an armed wing, and it was called, and I'm going to read it off my screen here because I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, Umkhonto weSizwe, at least I think that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, that was basically their armed wing, and it has subsequently been banned because it's now seen as a terrorist organization. And he was the co-founder. What this terrorist organization basically wanted to do was to try and stop the racial segregation and the inequality that was going on in the country, because this was back at a time when blacks still did not have the same rights as whites, and so on and so forth. And this terrorist organization wanted to stop that, and Nelson Mandela wanted to stop that, but violently, which is never the right way to go. Let's be honest, how often does that work? In 1962, Nelson Mandela was arrested, and he was charged with sabotage and a variety of other charges, and was sentenced to life imprisonment, which is a bit of a downer. But luckily for him and South Africa, his sentence was not without parole, and he was subsequently released on the 11th of February 1990. And he led his party in negotiations that established democracy in South Africa in 1994, and he became South Africa's first black president. He's introduced many policies into South Africa to try and combat poverty and inequality, and over the last 4 decades he has won over 250 awards, including in 1993 the Nobel Peace Prize. Why am I talking about him? Well, you see, Mr. Mandela is now 94, and August the 5th was the 50th anniversary of his arrest, and a big statue was unveiled to mark this event, and it was a pretty cool statue. I've got a photo of it here, it'll come up on the screen now. The sculpture is made up of 50 steel rods of between 5 and 10 meters high, and Mr. Mandela's image can be seen in it when you view it from the right angle. And the point of the bars is that it represents his imprisonment, and when you walk through the structure, apparently it radiates like a burst of light, and it's supposed to symbolize the political uprising of people and solidarity, and so on and so forth. Part of the reason I personally think Nelson Mandela, his opinion changed on exactly how to go about achieving racial equality, is because of his time spent in prison, obviously, but particularly his thoughts of freedom and exactly what freedom is. And if you go to prison, of course, freedom is something you think about quite a lot because it's something you long for. And Nelson Mandela believes that, quote, "To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others." He is awesome. If you liked this video, then be sure to subscribe, or to comment, or to check me out on Twitter, or any combination of the above, or maybe even all three. Shadowhammer 321 signing out.